All right, I'm just going to go over some tips and tricks with you before our Read Across America Week Hangouts. To find the Hangout that you've set up, go ahead and go up to Home and click on Events. You should see your event listed there. Once you go in, you're going to go ahead and hit the Start button, and that is where you can then invite your cooperating teacher. You don't have to invite them here. You can if you want, or you can just skip it if you want to get things set up yourself first. I'm going to go ahead and skip. And just remind you of a couple things. First of all, to call that person, if you didn't do it in the first step, you're going to click on Invite People. I will warn you that you may need to do this 2 or 3 times. Sometimes it just will not ring for them. So don't give up. Continue clicking on that. If they're having trouble and it's not ringing on their end, you may want to have them check their notification bell in their email. Oftentimes something will show up in here and it will ask them to join the Hangout that they've been invited to. From there, just a couple of reminders. If you are having issues with your microphone or your speakers, click on the Settings tab. Usually everything can be solved within there. I can see that my microphone is green, which means it is working, and I can play a test sound to make sure my speakers are working as well. You are going to want to get familiar with your mute button. My suggestion is that you mute your classroom when you are not speaking, so make sure your cooperating classroom knows that as well. At the bottom, you will see your box for your classroom, and then you will see your cooperating teacher's box. It defaults to whoever is speaking. The problem is if you ever click on those 2 boxes, you will have to do that from there on out. So whichever box is clicked is the one that is going to show up in the YouTube video. So make sure you are manually clicking on whichever class you want to be showing in the final video. Lastly, when you've gone over expectations with the students, make sure you hit the Start Broadcast button. That's going to show you on top that you are on air and that you are live on YouTube. If you want to get really professional, there's a Hangout Toolbox that you can add in on the side. You can add that app here, and the very first one is called the lower third, and if you turn that on, it will make you look like a news reporter. It does look backwards, but I promise it won't show up that way in the final video. As always, if you have questions, please feel free to contact me. Good luck.